Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 117. Let's go for having race number 6 in Hypercar Parade at Circuit de Clerks on the C-Course layout. This will be doing one part of the Hypercar challenge as I'm about to be choosing a different vehicle that has a good stylish to have a concept car and dream car ever since I just had my UDRS Inspirtech livery from the Crew 2 is now quite good to go and due by having a good placement to have a one French racing circuit to go by fictional. Since after finishing from race number 4 and 5 at Autodromo Nacional Monza and Autodromo de Interlagos, but this will have to take one step closer to have a good straightaway and a series of few other corners to have some elevation. But I hope this is going to have to take a one part of the challenge as I'm about to take on with the Aston Martin Valkyrie to go by having 3 laps with a series of technical by strategy. But it might be quite a bit helpful when it comes to have one concept car to be well classified as a supercar. But that will be doing much more thrill and excited to have my part for today's racing challenge when it comes to have a good parade on Hypercar. One C-Course and Circuit de Clerks to have a good similarity to be racing just like at Le Mans. Let's proceed, and here we have Bastille Beer Boris to have one important tip about one of the Hypercar vehicle. I'm Bastille Beer Boris from France. The Aston Martin Valkyrie I'm in today is equipped with a B12 that has a rev ceiling beyond 10,000 RPM. And the aerodynamic element on its body were penned by the genius designer Adrien Newey. But did you know that the Valkyrie is actually a road-going car? It's truly one of a kind. But I used it once. It was so very good and hypercar fast velocity to see how good hands to be driving on the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Now, this will have to take a good check and find him on the starting grid. He's on the 13th position, and that will be a very good choice to have one track day hypercar to go faster to have a good aerodynamic system. But this one might have to be adding up to have one turbocharged RPM on the settings will give a good extra boost on the GT by Citroën road car by having a high RPM turbocharger with having a racing intercooler to go up and set by horsepower in 618. But this might have to take a good thrill of the challenge when it comes to have one hypercar versus one high-speed hypercar is now actually to go by comparison. I'll have to make sure if I have to do my best and see how it goes by having one part of the option that might need to have one recommendation to go on racing tire compound. I'll have to prefer to go by purchasing in 3 tires in racing category all at once to see how it turns out and give it a go. But I bet that will be doing more thrill, more challenges, and have one perfect line to have different vehicles to be using on different manufacturer brand. Then let's go. Soft Racing Compound tires is all set for a new attempt. 3 seconds to go on the countdown. Then let the hypercar chase begins. Alright, despite for all the changes as I'm using the Soft Racing Compound tires due to the minor changes and practice on mandatory warm-up for myself by using the Sport Soft. But it'll have to take a good push and putting up to have the best effort when using any kind of specific supercar to go challenging and face up the Aston Martin Valkyrie. But it might be going more challenging and more impossible, but it'll have to take Soft Racing Compound tires will be doing the best job and do a hard step by overtake will break the gap and go hard in first place. But right now, this will have to take one good thrill of the showdown between me versus Bastille Beer Boris to see which one will be the fastest. Okay, slowing down. Got to be patient and wait for the overtake. He's on the 13th, followed by Koke Lopez in 12th place by using the Vulcan, and 11th place in the McLaren 650S 2014. Okay, that's good. I just got a good position on number 13. Now, just gonna keep a good extra careful to have the next turn, and just gonna go on the left. Okay, gotta be extra careful. Just let one car proceed, then the other will go follow through. So here's the most important strategy tip when it comes to have road car to be outfitted on racing tires. Just to have a matter of tough effort when facing a tough hypercar opponent is all about to have the best grip and best advantage till you really might need to go a bit more harder till you have to reach your way onto the first position. Well, I just tried to have few other attempts when I'm using on sports soft compound tires is going to be a bit more harder and more challenging to myself. But this will have to take one stepping stone to have all kinds of different strategy and different performance on road car when it comes to have hypercars and supercars alike by the different amount of year model with a high expensive price tag. So I just got a good pass on the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG 2010 on position number 10, going overtake on the McLaren F1 1994. That's good on the number 8 spot. Time to go in and catch up to Kawakami on the Ford GT 2006. Okay, just hold the line, just find a good opening, and there it goes. Okay, final corner up ahead and clear to go slipstream by the op ends to catch up to the 2011 Aston Martin 177 before moving on in lap number 2. For the fastest lap when using on racing compound tires, it took 3 minutes 54.893 seconds, and for the sports tires to be well exampled by use in about 4 minutes by exactly under in 3 minutes 59 seconds by having a decimal when it comes to have a different choice by selection. But I still got this to be keeping up and keep pushing to have the total up gap in about 9.7 seconds to go. Just let the 177 to go first and moving up. There you go. Good line and good successful. Only 5 more to go. Basti Beer Boris is on the number 8 spot. I see him on the grid standings when I'm on the 6th. Just going to keep going and make that grip and good better acceleration to go full throttle. Okay, there we go. Looks like 1.7 seconds to go for Busby Beer Boris. He's almost there. Gonna keep a good watchful eye on the main distance and just keep going up ahead. Okay, that's good on straightaway number 3. Got to get closer. almost there to catch up to Adriano Carrozza in about 2.3 seconds to go. It's a 5 Hypercar lineup, and that means a slipstream train will be ready up and go on the way. Looks like he's about to break my defense. He's almost there. Come on, gear number 7. Do your thing, then brake. There we go. Still in one piece, and good turn on the corner. Alright, looks like the lineup party is about to be ready to enter. Just gonna have to keep moving on in the final sector. Just gonna have to be patient and wait until the final corner will be on the left. Okay, Beer Boys is going a bit more faster. Gonna watch my 6 and just try to keep a good sight on the radar. Just wait. And good pass on the inside to go by straightaway number 1. Okay, third lap. 4.1 seconds to go. This is going to be a very tough risk. Drat, looks like he just passed me. Gonna have to get back and just continue to chase. He is going full faster, you guys. But Steve Beer Boris and the Aston Martin Valkyrie never gives up. Okay, let's go for round 2. This might have to take a good step and just keep a good total gap distance on 5.1. Just gonna have to be wait and find a good way to go a little commit. There we go. Whew. 5th place. 4 more to go and 4.1 seconds remaining. Now, all I have to do is gonna try to keep a good grip and watch the line with all the other cars is still coming around nicely. And there's Winkel on the 4th. Adam Tapai is on the 3rd, followed by Mangalo in 2nd and Takuma Minasono on the 1st. So I have to keep a good eye on the Bugatti and the Lamborghini along with Ferrari. Just to have the top 3 hypercar experts is now actually to have a good way and advantage on straightaway to go by full forward. Okay, just gonna watch the Bugatti. He's going in faster. Mangalo is going for having a high all-wheel drive faster on the overtake. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing. I know my Citroen is always meant to be coming very faster when it comes to have turbocharge on the max per level. So I'll have to pretend that it's on per level on 340. Okay, there we go. Looks like Bugatti has the 1st position in the lead. And so Ferrari on the 2nd and Lamborghini on the 3rd. Okay, just going to get back in. The corners coming back in. We'll be doing my last call. Gotta stay ahead on Mangalo. Last sector, this is it. This is going to be a full French battle between Citroen and Bugatti. And there we go, 1st place in the lead. Alright, there we go. Take that final stretch and I'll be all good for now. So when it comes to have a characteristic between Sport Soft and Racing Soft compound tires on specific supercar. But it does might have to take some few other attempts and have this one is being checked by the podium in first place. So I did good, you guys. Very good, and will embrace to have a tough contender for the GT5 Citroen road car. Capable and challenging to have a one solid flying dream hypercar that took 11 minutes 25.596 seconds, as Speed Beer Forest took my lap time in number 2 is 3 minutes 43.393 seconds. This is going to be a very tough effort to have Hypercar by facing for only one Aston Martin Valkyrie to be as a served opponent. But after all, I'll have to make sure to have my best UDRS Insportec on the same Aston Martin Valkyrie for the next time later on in weekly challenges, just to be on the reminder. But clean race bonus is now have to save by the call, 135,000 GT credits, and have a lot of total distance on driving marathon to be up in 83.5 miles, as I currently took 20.6 miles that will be equal to have a total amount with a few attempts to be up in 104.1 miles. But I'll have to have that capture thumbnail image on the front view just to be weight, and just gonna keep a good eye on different part of the scene position. But this one might be doing well, but it might have to take a good characteristic to see some different matters and go by attempted overtake with a few other supercars by its own character type. But that will have to take one thumbnail image to be saved, and that's all. I just really might need to have a replay saved because of all the waiting on server issues to be need to have a shared content on World Touring Car 800 at Circuit de Spa Francorchamps in 1 hour. Just to have one race to be finished and check until I'll have to save the last 2 races in Hypercar Parade for only a 4-part of conclusion until I'll have to be ready to go to wrap this up at the end of the video. But in that case, the next one is gonna have to take one more race to be having serving part in progress at 75% to be having a penultimate in Red Bull Ring, and Dragon Trail Gardens to have 6 laps by doing different maximum reward by 90,000 to go up in 95,000 GT credit. I'll have to prefer to go by the next better recommend hypercar will be doing more suitable and good high valuable on the high performance by the range of 750 horsepower, just like to have the Lamborghini Aventador LP 750-4 Super Velocity 2015. That's how I'm always going to challenge myself to have some different kinds of hypercar to go by pick and character personality to have a different amount of performance. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms, and don't forget to check it out all of my screenshot images on UDRS Insportec, Vision Total Drama, and DreamArt Livery Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.